Hello guys, it's me Louis and you are watching me on my channel East Indian Explorer. Today I am riding this. This is the key of the newly launched Himalayan 450. So without further delay, let's get started. Starting from the front, we have this newly designed LED headlamp. This is the high beam, this is the low beam, and this is the high beam of the vehicle, and beautiful Royal Enfield logo right in the middle of the bike. The throw of this headlight is not that good while riding in night conditions. Even one of the owners that I spoke to, he said that the throw of this headlight is even worse than that of the X-Pulse. So you can imagine what kind of throw is this headlight is giving. But with the addition of extra LED fog lamps, that problem wouldn't be an issue. So, and here we have curb treatment all over, and this is an windscreen stock from the Himalayan, and this does a decent work of stopping the wind blast from the front. And these indicators, you can see these are very new indicators, all LED of course, and this is a Showa upside down fork which is 43 mm in size, I believe. And then we have a huge 21-inch tire, and this is a tubeless tire. Actually this is a tubeless tire, but now that disc you can see it's a 320 mm disc. And this is the rear tire, 150 section rear tire. It's a huge tire. It looks even bigger than that of the Dominar because it's taller in size. These are LED indicators again, and there is no rear brake light. That has shifted to these two indicators. Again, coming to the engine part, this is a very newly designed 452cc liquid cooled engine. It produces around 40 bhp of power at around 8000 rpm and around 40 newton meters of torque at 5500 rpm. There is no crash guard, of course, that comes as an accessory. This is my helmet, as you can see. And they haven't installed any RVMs right now, so that's a big miss since this is a test ride vehicle. And now let's come to the instrument console or digital instrument console, whatever you want to call it. So as you can see, it's a big unit, I think 5 inches, and it's got plenty of information. This is a gear position indicator, this is the odometer, this is the trip meter, and this is the speedometer, and this is the tachometer, and this information is for fuel tank, and they are showing you the time also. And here you can see a switch, it's written M. That means you can toggle through various riding modes and ABS modes on this motorcycle. As you can see, now rear ABS is off, and now again ABS is on. So basically this bike has got 4 riding modes and 3 ABS modes, I think. The riding modes doesn't do much. Instead they cut the throttle, they actually change the way the throttle responds. Nothing much in terms of performance, that's what I feel. And there is no adjustable levers, but yeah, the quality of the lever, this is pretty good actually, better than the Dominar. That's what I feel. And the clutch is not very light, you can say, but it is not that heavy as well. It's somewhere in the middle. So this fuel tank is about 17 liters in capacity, and it should give around 500 kilometers of range at ease. This is a top box mount or top rack, as you can see, and the maximum load capacity is 7 kgs as it's written here. The seat is nice. The stock seat height, as you can see, it's down below. So this is now 800, this is now set to 825 mm, but if you remove the seat and do some tweaks in the settings there and put it back right on, the seat height increases to 845 mm. So right now it is set at 825 mm, and it's not that tall for me. And the rear monoshock is link type monoshock. As you can see, this is a very good addition. And surprisingly, in this category, Royal Enfield has first introduced ride-by-wire throttle technology. So how it works, we will find out later in the video. So I have already spoken about the engine, and yeah, that's a massive radiator grill. The engine tends to heat up quite a bit, and today it's a very hot day. It's already around 40 degrees here, and the engine, while riding the bike till here, I felt the heat little on my legs, but yeah, that's bearable. The fan inside the radiator pushes the heat towards your legs, but yeah, that is manageable, not too bad. The pillion seat is very comfortable, and the riding seat also. It's not very wide, it's narrow, so even if you are short, it shouldn't be much of an issue for you to hop onto the ground, and it's very comfortable as well. So with that all said, now let's start riding this bike. Okay guys, now we will start riding. As you can see, when you turn on the bike, the tachometer, it does a full swipe, and oh it is not very easy to pull the bike from the side stand. I hope the view is good from the camera, and also I hope the mic quality is good. This console actually changes color. That's what I just saw. This bike, within the rev ranges of 2000 to 3000 rpm, tends to have a little lag. I don't know, this is the condition, this is the case with only this bike or entire Himalayan 450s, but this bike, as you can see, I am riding at 42 kilometers per hour. But yeah, if I push the throttle, yeah, now it's going, but the throttle response is not that crisp. There is a slight 1 second delay before the bike really starts to get going. That's an issue that happens in 2000 to 3000 rpm ranges, but yeah, past the 3000 rpm range, the bike goes like crazy, just like the Dominar or the KTM. There is not much difference in terms of power delivery in the higher rev ranges, but in the lower rev ranges, the bike tends to have a little power lag. That's what I feel. And yeah, vibrations are well contained. Many people have been complaining about the vibrations. Mainly come after 5500 rpm, but the way this bike is designed, I don't think you will be riding this bike at such higher rev ranges all the time. Below 5000 rpm ranges, this bike can do easily 100 or 110. That's the best, that's the highest speed you will be riding this bike on the highway, so that shouldn't be much of an issue. The weight distribution is perfectly done, even though it's a heavy bike. I forgot to mention the weight. This bike is actually 196 kilos, so it's a heavy bike and it's a tall bike. Even then, the weight distribution is so good that you don't much feel it on your handlebars or anywhere else on your body. Right now I have a pillion with me. The guy from the showroom, he is also with me, but I barely feel that he is sitting on the pillion seat. That's the kind of weight distribution they have done on this bike. Okay, so this is a little broken patch, and yeah, I am gliding at slow speeds actually, but yeah, I barely felt any bump on my back or anywhere else because the suspension works just fine. Okay, I think we are connecting to the 80 road or the highway. এফালে বেবে যাবাম ন I'm not used to riding a bike without the RBMs, so I'm a little scared, but I'm not doing high speeds, so that's okay. After 5 minutes of riding in slow speeds under the scorching sun, my legs tend to feel the heat of the engine a little, because it's nearly 40 degrees as I have mentioned earlier, so it's bearable I think. But you have to wear your shoes while riding this bike at slow speeds, that's for sure, because the heat is coming till my knees actually. The bike has a huge wheelbase, 1510 mm I think, or the overall length I forgot, but yeah, it's very easy to, you know, maneuver it around the corners, and it might be very easy to lean also. That's what I feel. Okay, let's take a U-turn. ভালকে ধৰকচোন দাদা, অলপ ফালিম হা, ভালকে ধৰি লওক, ঠিক আছে? Okay, let's now do the 0 to 100. First gear 51, second gear 76, third gear 99. Okay, that's about it. I think it took less than 10 seconds. The launch wasn't that good actually, but yeah, it has ample amount of torque coming you at past 5500 rpm, and it gives a grunt from the mid range up till top end. So there is ample amount of torque and power once you get past 5500 rpm range. Now let's take the corner, but yeah, there is lots of oncoming traffic, so you cannot do much leaning or do high speed cornering in these patches. Pretty easy, no issues at all. But yeah, once you get past 5500 rpm, the handlebars tend to buzz a little. The buzz is felt on the handlebars and also on the foot pegs, so on long rides that might be an issue for you, but once you wear some good quality gloves, that shouldn't much bother you. But yeah, that's an vital piece of information that I am sharing. And one more thing about the Royal Enfields Himalayans, mainly this windscreen. So as you can see, the instrument console, that is very high set as compared to rest of the other bikes in the, you know, category. So this windscreen, even though it's a tall windscreen, not that tall also, so it doesn't really, you know, doesn't quite stop the wind blast from the front. I'm a tall guy, I'm about 5'11", so I have to duck down this windscreen like this if I want to do high speeds. Otherwise, wind blast will keep bothering me in longer rides and I'll be tired. So that's an issue. With the addition of a taller windscreen, this problem should be solved, but this stock windscreen doesn't do much in terms of preventing the wind blast from the front. I love everything about this bike, nothing much bothers me. Some people have been calling the clutch very heavy, but I don't feel the clutch to be heavy, because that is the same case with my Dominar also. The clutch of the Dominar is on the heavier side. That's not an issue. Only issue that I have felt is the low end torque. The low end torque would have been better to ride it easily inside the city and these kind of traffic conditions. The other people also have complained about the engine heat, but that also doesn't bother me much. When you ride a 450cc in such stop and go traffic conditions, the engine will definitely heat up. That's not a, you know, that's a no-brainer. The horn could have been definitely better. This is not a horn you put on a 450cc touring motorcycle. Thinking of buying a motorcycle that you need to take to your job and also do weekend, you know, adventure rides and other long rides, then this bike is definitely for you. So we have again reached the Royal Enfield Bajrang showroom. I will provide the contact details in the description. So if you want to test ride this bike, do contact on the given number and book your test ride. see the stand, it is leaned away, it is positioned away from the bike, so bike is further, you know, when you place the bike on the side stand, it is leaned in such a way that yeah, it's kind of, it's made of forged materials. That's what I have heard. But yeah, once you get on the bike and try to pick it up, the weight feels on your legs, so that's an issue. That might be an issue for shorter riders, so nothing much to worry if you are 5'8" or above. Okay. Yeah, so guys, that's all for today. I hope you liked my first impression video of the Himalayan. If you like the video, then do let me know by giving it a little thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to press the subscribe button and press the bell icon for further videos coming in the future. So thanks for your support, and that's all. I am signing off right now. Bye bye, see you in the next video.